Matthew, Kevin, and myself have taken the initiative to place a good gorilla friend, George, into the heart of Kingwood, Texas. Our first destinations proved that gorillas were either unaccepted in areas of social activity or just ignored.
There's really a lot of adversity these times. People just don't understand. People just don't understand.
Oh, this is a family establishment.
I'm sorry, excuse me, but gorillas aren't allowed in the pool.
What?
Gorillas?
What do you mean gorillas aren't allowed in here?
It's your fur. It's your fur.
My fur?
It gets into the pumps.
Oh, I see how it is. So, you want me to come there? I'm a gorilla. I can
sorry,
do that.
Back up.
What? This is a I'm a 1,000-pound beast.
Please throw this
pure muscle.
I'm sorry.
I will destroy
I'm going to have to ask you to leave. You were trespassing now.
Fine.
This guy a problem?
Problem? Want to be a problem? I can. One hand.
Out of the pool.
Yeah, jump in, Daddy!
As long as they're not around my house.
But what were other people's thoughts?
I'd really like to hunt some, gorillas again. Bring back my old hunting days. They should be accepted for target practice. Otherwise, they should not be allowed here.
It's absolute bull. There's no reason that they don't have the same rights normal humans do.
I think that gorillas shouldn't be treated any differently than any other being on this planet. Gorillas are just as intelligent and have 99% of the same DNA as us human beings. Darwin's theory of evolution is in question, and no one really knows if the gorilla came from the human or the human came from the gorilla. I think the gorilla is a step up on the evolutionary scale.
After ignoring the usual passing glance of pedestrians, George made his purchase, and we took our business elsewhere.
Of course it troubles me. I mean, I want my species to have the same rights as everyone else.
It's nice to see a place that actually accepts my kind here. You got kicked out of the last place.
Unlike those few places, there were other establishments that accepted gorillas as equals. I watched George's beaming smile as he ordered a banana smoothie and sat down peacefully until we trekked off again, letting everyone know about the treatment of gorillas in our society. Occasionally, George spoke of his home, and though he missed it, he knew that his mission was not yet completed.
Okay, well, as a lot of people know, bananas are a gorilla's best friend, you could say. Although they eat them, as we don't like to eat our best friends, they do. They eat bananas, they are quite delicious. Personally, I enjoy them myself, but gorillas, they've been known to attack humans when they see them eating them, so be pretty careful around this guy, you know what I mean.
Well, I think it's the whole stereotype between gorillas and bananas, it's completely untrue. There's just no actual fact backing that up, and give me that banana!
George's addiction to bananas seemed to be a problem, but after listening to the many intriguing interviews, it came to the conclusion that George's acceptance could not be tolerated in modern-day society. Struggling for acceptance in the concrete jungle proved difficult in the sense that George was only seen as target practice, someone to point and laugh at, or a nuisance. After a long debate, we concluded that the best course to take would be for George to change who he was on the outside in order to fit into society.
in order to be better accepted, I would need to take some drastic measures in my lifestyle. And plus, it's friggin' hot in Houston.
Society claimed George in the end, but even though he had to change his ways, he hadn't missed the good old days. It takes a while to welcome a different animal with open arms, and hopefully in the near future, we can learn to tolerate separate animals.
You ask people, hey, how many gorillas do you think there are in the world? And they'll probably be like, not many. But we're out there. And we're out there in force. Now, I don't mean that not violently, but I mean, there's a significant amount of us that our needs need to be met. And that's all I have to say on that.